How does one define social? Well, for me, it's the very definition of life. It's also our biggest curse. Confused? Let me explain. Hi, I'm Rick Higgins. One of the three pillars of the Pirate Wanderer is spirit. Oh, hey Rick, the other two are body and mind. You forgot to mention that. Okay, thanks. As I was saying, spirit is one of the three pillars of the Pirate Wanderer. And for me, that is travel and peoples and cultures and just experiencing the world, the emotions that come along with it. Now for me, spirit also means being social, and I know this is going to come across as a super extroverted, introverts not allowed type of video, but it's not. It's not about how and where you meet people. Social is a completely different construct. Like for me, yes, I'm kind of hypersocial. I would put something on the calendar every single day if I could. He's not kidding, by the way. When he first met Nikki, his calendar was filled 7 by 365, sometimes 2-3 a day. Okay, thanks, other Rick. This is kind of weird. But like I said, it's the concept, it's not the actions. Anyway, yes, a couple years ago, I was a very hyper-social person. It's who I am naturally, and it is something I'm going to get back to now that I'm again living in Miami. But my point is this, social doesn't mean physical putting together of people who've never met before. Not always. It can mean many things. Now for me, it does mean putting people and places together. Maybe I haven't met them, maybe there's something new about all of it. But it could be for you, the construct could be simply learning from others, experiencing things that are outside of your normal world. Something that another person could possibly help you with, whether online or right next to you. Anything else you want to add, Rick? Nope, keep going. You're doing great. Now this brings me to the question of social media, and is social media social? That's a tough one to address. Now me personally, and I realize this makes me sound like a complete frickin' dinosaur, but I think social media has gone too far. It was supposed to bring us together, the people that you know you can enjoy more of, you can meet new folks, but it has gone in a completely different direction. It has gone completely overboard. I mean, social media should be bringing people together, and instead it's become this exclusionary, aggressive other thing. I think the other downside to social media, which makes it not quite social, is it seems to become everything for certain people. I know folks who their entire life, their entire social world has devolved into what is inside of their phone. Now I know some friendships will only be virtual. If they're halfway across the world or halfway across the country, you're really not going to see them every day. But when the people in your life who live right around the corner and you only interact with them by phone, then social media has become not social. It has become a way of hiding. I can't think of the other words, but it ain't social. Oh, there he goes. This part is kind of serious for him. I mean, honestly, at this point, the tools haven't connected you, they've disconnected you. And the other disconnect I think social media brings is respect and courtesy and tolerance. I mean, would you tolerate someone coming into your house and having such disrespect and such extreme views that they just pounded stuff into your head relentlessly, making you feel like a piece of shit? Hey, watch the language. Language. Sorry, mea culpa. To bring this back to the subject at hand, which is spirit, I don't understand how manhandling other people's emotions is anything in the spirit of being social. Okay, I need to get off of this particular soapbox because, you know. Hey, why don't you tell them about how the online tools can be used for good and not evil? Hey, that's a great idea. Now, there are online social media type of sites, and I've talked about these before, things like meetup.com and Internations, and there's even things like Eventbrite and the Events tab on your Facebook screen. All of these are geared towards taking people and putting them in new places and new events. They could be online, they could be offline, but it's bringing folks together in the spirit of being social, to experience new things together, to see what sticks and what doesn't. Now, I've used each and every one of these sites, and in fact, like I mentioned earlier, it's how I met Nikki, was through a meetup.com event, and the rest is history. Okay, let's keep it going. People are starting to snooze. Move along, move along. Yeah, sure. Now, anyway, the whole point of this video is to encourage people, to encourage myself, to find your inner spirit, to find your inner spirit animal, to go be social, to find new experiences, new things, new places, new people, whatever social means for you, whatever spirit means for you, to go do it. I mean, I think this is one of the most important aspects of living, no matter what your age, but sometimes especially age, like when you're in the second half of your life. Okay, I'll take over from here. Well, last weekend we actually moved out of Key Largo, which is where we had been living for a couple of years, including one big bout with Hurricane Irma. Everything we had, we were actually living in a travel trailer. It's in storage. We're back here in Miami, and this is where we're going to be for a little while. I'm actually semi-sad about this. When we first moved there, we kind of forgot. We kind of lost our appreciation for what the Florida Keys are. There's this blue wall when you first come in, and the second I saw that light blue wall, I used to just get this feeling, and after you live there for a while, it just became so commonplace. I want to get that feeling back. So the Keys are not out of our lives, but they're going to be back in our lives, just in a better way. All right, anyway, that's all I got. Are you going to tell them to subscribe or anything like that? Nope, they know where the button is. They can click it if they want to follow along. I think I'll just say goodbye, farewell, be a pirate, go wander, and here's 20 seconds of Zen to chill your spiritual soul.